It is Thursday. That means we're getting down to business with this gentleman right here, Cosmo Macero of O'Neill and Associates. And Cosmo, let's talk about the Globe bids first of all, as they have put them forward. And John Henry appeared to be out. Now he's back in, but without Nesson or the Fenway Sports Group. He's going to go it alone. What do you think of that bid?
Yeah, we could be just a few days away from finding out who will be the next owner of the Boston Globe. You know, it all comes down to the quality of the bid. And if you're John Henry and you no longer have those partners, that's going to impact that potentially. But really, it comes down to what's the combination of cash and debt, whose bid looks best, who can sort of, kind of like a house, who can close quickest and best on this deal and bring the best price. So if you've got the high bid, if the quality of your bid is good, then you're in the game here. There's others in the mix still, number of different bidders, different groups. But Henry, John Henry, he likes those iconic brands. He owns the Red Sox. He owns the soccer team in England. He sees the Globe. He sees a business model there with owning the Globe as well as the Red Sox and these other properties. And it's pretty interesting. It'll all come down, though, to what's the combination of real capital and debt that he brings to the table, and if his bid is for real compared to others.
Right, and debt that you'll assume from the New York Times by way of pension as well. Let's talk about Rolling Stone magazine. You know, it was pulled off all the shelves because Jar Tsarnaev, bomber number 2, was featured on the cover. A lot of public outcry locally, yet the magazine sales through the roof, 102% to the upside.
Yeah, huge surprise, a big publicity stunt, and I guess it works for Rolling Stone. I would not expect long-term sustained elevation to this degree in their circulation. This is sort of a one-time thing. You're right, though, tremendous outcry here locally, but it got people's attention. It drove magazine sales. It got people talking about Rolling Stone, which in the way that we used to, we don't really anymore. So in that regard, I guess it worked. But not really the ingredients for a long-term campaign to elevate circulation.
Yeah, it appears it's going to be a blip on the radar screen when you look back at it years from now. All right, and finally, let's talk student loans as far as, you know, the fact that they're not going to be raised substantially at the moment, but there is a way that they're now going to be linked. Once the president signs this, that the way interest rates go in the future, you could see those loans going up, and that's a real possibility.
Yeah, the House and Senate have both approved this. People are happy. There's going to be relief in these student loan rates immediately, but really, long-term, no guarantee that there's relief. In fact, more likely, a certainty that rates can escalate and will escalate over the next 10 years. So if people like yourself and others who've got kids in college, you got to keep an eye on that bottom line, keep an eye on those rates, because they will probably go up over time. Right now, there's some relief, and that's what people have been asking.
Yeah, you look now, but as a parent, you know, when you get kids, you look down the road, you're hoping those rates don't go up too fast, too soon. You want to get your kids through school, and you hope for the folks down the road that they're not going to be burdened with that debt as well. It's a real problem for a lot of kids and a lot of families. Cosmo, always appreciate it. Great to see you on a Thursday.